What up, good people? Huge shout out to Bannister Nissan for allowing me to review the 2026 Nissan Sentra. What up, good people? Today we're reviewing the 2026 Nissan Sentra. Let's start at the front. You have your LED daytime running lights with your LED turn signals right there. And then I like the way the light flows into this chrome accents right there. And then Nissan right there. And then it comes back around. Also, I like the fact that it got a gloss black grille. That is pretty dope. And this orange is tying in very nicely with orange and black. So yeah, I'm not gonna say a lie. Nissan actually did their thing on this one. Nissan actually did their thing on this. Look at that. Now we're making our way to the side profile of the vehicle. This have a length of 183 inches with a wheelbase of 112 inches. I like the gloss black with the alloy look. So yeah, that is nice. And you have disc brakes in all four corners. Ride around some hand cooks. And on the mirror cap is black, so you don't have color match mirror caps, but technically it's color match because the roof is black. So the mirror is black, the roof is black, and then you have your LED turn signal right there, and then below that you have your camera, so they give you that 360 camera view. And then on the lower part of the vehicle, I don't know what that is, but on the lower part of the vehicle, you got black accents. This right here give it a road presence like no others. I'm gonna be honest with you, like any other Nissan Sentra out here, this one give it that road presence look good. So that thing look nice. Now we're making our way to the back of the vehicle. You have Sentra, Nissan, then this is the SR model. So that's like the top of the line sport model type deal. As you can see, you have a rear diffuser. So yeah, you see that rear diffuser right there. Bumper, you have your parking sensors, and you got a reflector right there. One thing I would say, Nissan should have just went ahead and made this a whole light bar, but it's technically like a light bar, but it just don't connect all the way. So it's like boom, stop right there, nothing right there, and then come back out. So yeah, but Nissan should have just brought it all the way around. So yeah, like everybody else, but Nissan's like, you know what, I'm staying different, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's take one more look at the vehicle. Under the hood is a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine producing 149 horses. For the torque, 146 at 4,000 RPM. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 8.3 seconds and have a top speed of 115 miles per hour. When it comes to a fuel economy, you can expect an impressive 37 mpg on the highway, 30 in the city, and 33 combined. Now we're making our way inside of the vehicle. We're greeted with black leather seats with some orange and black accents. So yeah, that's pretty dope. I like the animation. So the animation is pretty cool. Right here is basically a one-piece infotainment center / cluster gauge, and that is long. Yeah, look at that thing. So right here you have your P, basically because it's in park. You have your RPMs right there. In the middle you have settings, and then on top of that you got your seat belts, letting you know that hey, somebody need to buckle their seat belt. You got your miles right there, and right here you have your MPH with your engine temp, and right here is your mouse to empty. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Using the buttons on the right side of the steering wheel where you can customize your display, go through your tire pressure, vehicle info, audio, settings, driving assist, and much more. So yeah. Right here is your cruise control settings with your volume buttons right there with your Nissan Connect or Nissan Intelligent. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have your menu button with your voice command. Also, you can answer your phone right here, and then this is your track back and give you menu shortcuts right there. And I'm not gonna say a lot. I love the steering wheel. I like the little flat bottom, or I don't know what you call it, but it's like a little flat bottom, then it's like a little oval type deal. So I like the steering wheel, how it looks right here. So yeah. The buttons right here are your trunk release, heated steering wheel with your lane follow assist type deal. So yeah. Just in case you forget what type of vehicle this is, it got Sentra written on the door. And looking down on the door pane, you have your one-touch window control with mirror control alongside your standard unlock and lock. So you have your touchscreen display with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And then you have your apps right here. So you have your Nissan Connect, download mobile app, your garage profile. You have ambient lighting in this vehicle. I'll show you later. You have your assistant info, all settings, and your Android Auto. So then you have your on-screen climate control right here. So as you can see, you have your on-screen climate control. That is pretty dope. The buttons right here are your radio shortcuts right here. Looking down from the radio, you have your heated seats alongside your dual climate control right there. So you still got physical buttons right here for your climate control. They're not really buttons, so they are touch sensitive. So all that good stuff. You have your engine start stop button, aka your push button start. This particular model is the keyless entry. And in the cubby area, you have your two Type-C outlets alongside your USB outlet, alongside your wireless charging pad. You have your shift knob with your leather boot. This particular model is the CVT, a continuous variable transmission. Looking behind the shift knob, you have your drive mode, electronic parking, auto stop feature with your auto hold. And I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. You have your glove box for your extra storage space. And then you have your ambient lighting right there. More ambient lighting down here. And that's about it. That's all the ambient lighting you get in the Nissan Sentra. But that's still pretty cool. It's a little bit of ambient lighting in the car. Now we're making our way inside the center console. This is pretty deep. You got some trash in there, but you can put some chips, Twinkies, sodas. It's deep. It's deep for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We done made our way up to your interior lighting alongside your SOS safety connect and your moonroof control. Now we're making our way to the back of the vehicle. We also greeted with black leather seats with red stitching throughout the whole vehicle. You have one Type-C outlet. Usually manufactured to put two, just in case you had two passengers, but nope. You got to share on this one. And I'm 5'11" with a decent amount of headroom. And yeah, what a decent amount of leg room. I'm not gonna say I'm lying. So yeah, I'm 5'11" with a decent amount of leg room, but you have your one-touch window control back here, and you have your door handle, and that's pretty plastic right there. So yeah. Now we're making our way to the cargo area, measuring at 15.4 cubic feet with a 60-40 split. Wow, this is pretty spacious. So we're behind the wheel of the 2026 Nissan Sentra. Great visibility right here. Great visibility. Very smooth and not too responsive. It's got a little delay. Like, you know, it got a little delay, but you know what you expect. It's a Nissan Sentra. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the sport model. So it should have been a little bit more responsive, but It's not. Once again, huge shout out to Bannister Nissan for allowing me to review the 2026 Nissan Sentra. If you need any information about them, I'll leave a link in the description below. Like always, good people, browse the channel, like, subscribe. I'll look forward to seeing you next video.